Good morning, children. How are you? Did you remember the last class? Where we stopped in the last class? About James Mill. Okay. The Scottish economist James Mill published a book. What was the name of that book? A History of British India. Okay, you remember all the things. Good. A History of British India. In that book, he divided his Indian history into three periods. Hindu period, Muslim period and British period. Okay. According to James Mill, Asian societies were at a lower level of civilization than Europe. All the Asian societies are very low in their civilization than the Europe. That means all the European civilization are very good, and the Asian societies, Indian society, all other Asian societies are very low in the case of civilization. Okay. According to his telling of history, before the British came to India, Hindu and Muslim despots ruled the country. What is mean by despots? Listen to the board. Despots. Despots means emperors. Emperors. Muslim emperors ruled the country before the arrival of the British. Okay. And at that time, Indian society were very much disturbed by religious intolerance, caste taboos and superstitious practices. What all these things? What is religious intolerance? Religious intolerance means the people were not ready to accept the ideas of other religious groups. Okay, one religious people, they don't like the other people, other ideas. They were not ready to accept the ideas of other religious groups. That is religious intolerance. And caste taboos means the caste, see, listen here, religious intolerance. Religious intolerance, caste taboos. Caste taboos means caste system. Okay, inequalities in the base of caste system and superstitious practices. Listen. Superstitious practices. Superstitious practices means false beliefs. Okay, false beliefs. Some people you may know such people. They will think something. If something happened in their life, all these are because of the bad luck. Okay, if we go for a place, one black cat cross the road in front of us, some people become very much worried about that. All these are based on superstitious beliefs. So the people were that much believed in superstitious powers. Okay, and all these things dominated the society. Before the arrival of British people, Indian society were filled with this type of things. Their social life affected by all these things. British rule, Mill felt, could civilize India. According to James Mill, British people civilized India. Okay. To do this, it was necessary to introduce European manners, arts, institutions and laws in India. To avoid all these things, or to remove this type of superstitious beliefs, religious intolerance, caste taboos, to remove all these things from the society, the British people introduced the European manners, arts, institutions and laws in India. Mill, in fact, suggested that the British should conquer all the territories of India only to introduce these things in India. Okay, to ensure the enlightenment and happiness of the people. According to James Mill, British people came to India and they introduced all the Western practices only for the this was their ambition. What was their ambition? To only to the enlightenment, or to make them aware about all the things, to give them knowledge, give knowledge to the Indian people and make their make their life happy. Okay, according to James Mill, all these were the aim of the British people when they conquer Indian territories. Okay, for India was not capable of progress without British help. Mill said that in his book. He explained that without the British people, Indians were not able to reach in progress. Okay, all these are only the opinion of James Mill. Okay. In this idea of history, British rule represented all the forces of progress and civilization. So he says that British rule is represented all the forces of progress and civilization. Okay, then, and we cannot consider a period Hindu period, Muslim period. We cannot consider, because all the rulers were not believed in the same faith. The rulers believed in different faiths. So we cannot say this period is a Hindu period, this period is Muslim period. We cannot say. So the historians usually divided Indian history into ancient, medieval and modern. Listen to the board. Historians divided Indian history into ancient, medieval and modern. We know that ancient is very old, medieval is the middle period, and modern is the present period. So it is a periodization that is borrowed from the West. Okay, the historians borrowed, or they adopted this type of periodization from the West. Okay, in the Western countries, the historians divided their history into ancient, medieval and modern. Ancient period means very old period, and the medieval period, a period in modern period, science. See, the features of modern society were modernity. That means in science, reason, democracy, liberty, equality, all are there in the modern society. We know that in which society we are living. So this type of modernity were not existed in the medieval period. So the historians adopted this type of classification: ancient period, medieval period and modern period. And listen, as you will see in this book, under British rule, people did not have equality, freedom or liberty. We know that during the British period, Indians didn't feel any equality, they didn't enjoy any freedom or liberty. So the historians, historians of India, some historians of India consider this period, this British period, as colonial. What is the word? Colonial period. Colonial period. This means the British period. Some historians suggested this period as colonial period. Okay. In the colonial period, we know that there was no economic growth and progress in the society. Okay, that progress, everything were there, but it was not didn't give any benefit to the Indian people. Okay, that we will discuss in the next class. What is colonial and the features of the colonial period. So read the textbook carefully, and I will give some notes, you can do it with the help of your textbook. Okay, shall we wind up today's class? Thank you.